It's championship time. Green Bay, Wisconsin hosts Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit's World Walleye Championship. The Battle of the Bay begins on Federation Angler TV. Up next. Welcome to Green Bay, Wisconsin and Lake Michigan. This is the 2016 Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Walleye Championship.
Welcome to Green Bay, Wisconsin, Title Town. Here we are for the 2016 Cabela's World Walleye Championship. This is a culmination of the 2015 Masters Walleye Circuit season.
The top 48 teams in the country are fighting for their share of more than $100,000 in cash and prizes, including a cool $15,000 in cash for first place. The rules are simple. This is a 3-day tournament. There's a 5 fish a day limit with a minimum of 15 inches. Culling fish is allowed, and the team with the highest 3-day walleye total will be world champions.
We're gonna go up, we're gonna put probably our first 5 we catch in the boat, then we're gonna somehow come across the big one. If it's gonna happen to somebody, might as well be us, and we can move way up the standings today if we catch a big fish.
We'll pick up the action on day 2 of this 3-day championship, where the weather has become the story. Gale force winds have forced tournament director Dan Palmer to err on the side of safety. All the teams are being kept off Green Bay and limited to fishing in the calmer waters of the Fox River.
Today we actually got a blow day, so they're gonna hold us in the river, so we at least get to still go out and fish. Basically we're just gonna, there's a few fish in the river, not many. The water hasn't cooled down yet a whole lot, so they haven't migrated up in here, but there's a few in there, so we're just gonna go out and try to put a limit in the boat today and at least maybe move up a few pounds on some of those teams that are in the top 5 places and try to make a big jump on them tomorrow.
You know, there may be one good fish caught by somebody that moves them up in the standings. Otherwise, it might be pretty consistent weights today with everybody in the river.
Now we'll depart Green Bay Metro Park for day 2 of Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Walleye Championship. Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes will hit the water today as the top team. They hold a 1 pound and 4 ounce lead.
Well, we're going to do a little trolling. We're going to cast from the front deck. So he's going to handle the trolling and I'm going to handle the casting.
The thing that's important is he or I, neither one, cares who has the rod when the fish is on it. It's when it's in the live well that counts. So there's zero competition between him and I in the boat. And I think that's probably one of the key ingredients to being a good team is the boat is what you're trying to fill with fish, the live well, and not your own personal ego. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to catch a fish, or be the one that catches it, gets the bite, but it's also really nice to be the one that scoops that big fish up in the net. So we've had a really good partnership.
The channel on both sides of the river, and there's a kind of a hump in the middle, and the fish are in 8 to 12 feet of water right on this break line. It's about a mile down. So we got this side of the river we can fish, and this edge here that we can fish. And then it seems that all the fish are right there.
Oh, that's an upgrader. Got him? Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Defending champs Greg Whitson and Mark Campo have returned and are attempting the tough task of repeating as world champions.
Nobody's ever done it 2 years in a row, but all we can do is try, that's it. I mean, we're sitting here, everybody's catching fish, and we're doing the same thing as them, and we're just not catching them. Some days you get a bug, some days you get a windshield, and so far we're the bug today.
Can we catch a fish? Dudes, get one, would ya? Working on it.
Fish, fish. Kind of what we thought it was. There we go.
Straighten his tail out so it looks a little... Not the target species.
More Cabela's MWC World Walleye Championship on Federation Angler TV, coming up.
Total performance. Nowhere could it be more defined than in the Ranger Z series. With unparalleled advancements, these rigs are driven to dominate. Coupled with Evinrude E-Tech's unrivaled performance and up to 500 hours with no dealer schedule maintenance, they're the ultimate fishing machines. The legendary leadership of the Ranger Z500 series. It's the kind of feeling nothing else can touch. Power your Ranger with Evinrude E-Tech.
It won't win a beauty contest. Might win a fishing contest. For 85 bucks, you can bring it all without spending it all. Cabela's Advanced Angler's Tackle Bag. Great price. Lifetime guarantee. That's practical.
Is there a place where the underwater images are the clearest you've ever seen? We're seeing every fish, we're seeing every detail of structure, and where every bottom contour was visible, where whatever you wanted to see below the surface was real. Do you want to go? Structure Scan 3D is the future of fishing. We can show you how to find fish faster and catch fish in a way you've never experienced. Let's get them.
This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Cabela's. It's in your nature. Ranger Boats. Still building legends one at a time. And by LOWRANCE. Celebrating 60 years of fish finding excellence. Find, navigate, dominate with LOWRANCE. Welcome back to Federation Angler TV. Young walleye anglers are on shore getting some hands-on experience from the pros here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
So that's about a 3-pound fish right there.
Now, back to the water on day 2, where 48 teams are fishing for a Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Walleye Championship.
We gotta get this net wet.
Well, we're gonna keep on grinding here. Hopefully there was a little bit of a flurry this morning. A lot of anglers caught fish we saw next to us. I think they'll go again a little later in the day. So we're just gonna keep on with the grind. We may run and try a few other little things, but for the most part, I think we're gonna stick with what we're doing here. We know the fish are here. We just gotta get them to go.
What makes it tough today is the weather conditions with the strong wind. It's really been a little tough. Plus we got a major cold front coming in, so tomorrow is really going to be the tough day. So
Good one, good one.
Not that good.
Time is up. Anglers now head back to shore for day 2's weigh-in. Wisconsin's Michael Lenarduzzi and Douglas McDonough step up to the scale and weigh 7 pounds 8 ounces for a 2-day total of 33 pounds 15 ounces. Greg Whitson and Mark Campo began the day in 3rd. Their 2-day total of 7 pounds 13 ounces gives them a total weight of 30 pounds 14 ounces. Up next, Steve Vandermark and Jerry Fox Jr. weigh in 8 pounds 3 ounces for a total of 31 pounds 12 ounces. Now, day 1 leaders Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes head to the stage. Randall and Mike's day 2 bag of 7 pounds 2 ounces is enough to keep them in the lead. Here are the standings at the end of day 2. Atop the leaderboard, Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes with 34 pounds 13 ounces. Michael Lenarduzzi and Douglas McDonough are sitting in 2nd place. And the Michigan team of Steve Vandermark and Jerry Fox Jr. is in 3rd.
There was so much current and so much wind that we couldn't feel, our lines were bowed so much that we were struggling to feel the bite. So he put a split shot ahead of his jig, about a foot up on the line, and enabled us to start feeling that bite. He schooled me. I mean, he put a clinic on in our boat. I still struggled with it, but he muscled through it, pulled some good fish, got our box full, and then we just went to start upgrading a little bit.
Well, I sure hope they open up the lake again. I got a real hunch about the spot we're fishing. It's not a real fast and furious bite. but if you're willing to grind the day out, we've been consistently pulling nice fish off of there every day. So fingers crossed, Mother Nature will give us a little bit of a break. But if she doesn't, we'll be right back in the river again, and we'll give her our best.
Stay here. More Green Bay walleye action on the final day of Cabela's MWC Walleye World Championship coming up on Federation Angler TV.
Introducing a revolutionary concept in outboards, a choice. Now with the Evinrude E-Tech G2, you can choose unrivaled performance, superior fuel economy, and the cleanest combustion outboard on the planet. Choose from hundreds of color combinations to perfectly match your boat. And choose 5 years or 500 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Experience the power of choice at ChooseYourEtech.com.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Berkeley, catch more fish. Mercury, go boldly. MotorGuide, never stop. And by Okuma, inspired fishing. Welcome back to Federation Angler TV. It was an emotional night to remember at this year's MWC World Walleye Championship. Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit was inducted into the National Freshwater Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame Executive Director Emmett Brown presented the award to MWC President and CEO Robert Cartledge. Cartledge gratefully accepted the honor, but credited the circuit's anglers, sponsors, staff, and other supporters for helping it survive the test of time for 33 years. This is it, the final day of the 2016 Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Walleye Championship.
But what I think we have in our favor is first and second, from what I understand, are making really long runs. And as you can tell with the wind conditions, that's going to probably cut them by 2 to 3 hours of fish time. So gamble for a gamble. Will we be able to pull it off? I'm hoping.
Today is going to be a long, cold, brutal run. You can tell by our attire that the temperatures dropped about 25, 30 degrees.
Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes have been the leaders from the beginning. And if they do it again today, they'll become World Walleye Champions.
How many anglers can say, you know, we led 2 days in the World Championship? So wherever we end up, we're satisfied. Well, it was quite a sporty trip out here this morning. I think it took us about an hour and a half to get here. Although the waves have subsided quite a bit from what we come across. We come across some pretty big stuff. We just, I think now we're committed. We're not going to do a lot of running around today. We're going to stay on these fish and grind on them until the last moment.
My morning was pretty good. It was a rough ride out here, though, I'm telling you. Randy took it easy on me because I'm an old man.
Yeah, it was an hour and 20-minute run that got speared a couple waves, probably 4 to 5 footers consistently. Yeah, it was a little wet. Thank God for Ranger boats and Mercury motors, because I thought one of them was sending us to the bottom.
Doing a vertical jig with some jigging wraps. And trying to get them to bite.
Well, we're putting our time in. We haven't had much luck, but we will before the day's out.
Back up a little bit so he's closer to me. There we go.
He's coming up.
I'm watching.
Good job, good job.
Thought process says we need 5 bites yet today. And the fish are here. That's a good sign. Hopefully, hopefully Doug and I can get a couple to go. Our thought process also is any 2 of these fish usually is better than 5 fish that we could catch in the river.
It's a walleye. It's coming. It's a good one. Good one. Good one. Stud. Stud.
Not a stud, but he's decent. We'll take him.
Pretty good fish. I don't think it's, at least I don't think it's quite as big as that other one.
Yeah.
I hope it's the right thing. It feels like it. He's coming up. I might be a sheephead.
Oh, don't be sheepheading me yet. Yeah, that's the kind of sheephead we want.
Well, yeah. He's all wrapped up.
I really have no idea if we needed 15 pounds a day. That's what we have to have, I think, to stay the top 5. So right now I think we go down and get 8 pounds in a river. That gives us 12 pounds with the 5-pounder we got. It's not going to win it. The idea is, are we here to win it or lose it? If we're here to win it, we got to watch those guys right across from us. And right now they're ahead of us by 1 pound, and they have an extra fish in their boat.
They have 2?
They have 2.
Yeah, we can't beat them unless we stay
So
here.
we're gonna have to, I don't know.
Stay tuned. We'll weigh in and crown a champion on Federation Angler TV. Up next.
New trolling motor?
Yep.
Can I touch it?
I wouldn't.
Minn Kota Fortrex, now with 112 pounds of thrust and a restraining order. You've been warned.
It won't win a beauty contest. Might win a fishing contest. For 85 bucks, you can bring it all without spending it all. Cabela's Advanced Angler's Tackle Bag. Great price. Lifetime guarantee. That's practical.
This episode of Federation Angler TV is brought to you by Low Equipment Attachments, Abu Garcia for life, and by Airwave Pedestals. Make a great day better. Welcome back to the rough waters of Wisconsin's Green Bay. Time is ticking down on these anglers here on the final day of Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Walleye Championship.
We're in second, 3 pounds ahead of the next boat. That's a pretty good fish right now. So we got a lot of a lot of thinking going on, more than we normally have to, because we're usually not in that situation.
If I was in 15th place, we still would have came out here. It's just, it's the nature of the competitor. They're not one of these guys would give you a different answer. It's just all about the competition and the chance to better yourself. And you know, with the way the weights are in this particular tournament, 15th place, and you add a 25-pound bag on top of that. And with the guys at the top having a stroke of bad luck or not making the run, you find yourself in the winner's circle or are really, really close.
Problem is we know there's big fish here.
Yeah, I get that. We can fall out of the top 5 also.
Huh?
We can fall out of the top 5 also.
Oh, I get it.
I don't want to say no, it doesn't matter how we end up, because it does, you know.
We go off a spotlight.
Everybody wants to be in first place, and would like to stay there. However, with that being said, we've had a good tournament, and I'm still not going to count us out just yet.
It's now time to put up the rods and head to the scales. One of these 48 teams will become Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Champion. It's weigh-in time at Green Bay Metro Park. Steve Vandermark and Jerry Fox Jr. step up to the scales. Their day 3 bag of 10 pounds, 10 ounces gives them a 2-day total of 41 pounds, 6 ounces. Up next, Tommy Scarless and Jeff Lahr weigh in a nice bag of 5 walleye. Their 17 pounds, 5 ounces gives them a total of 42 pounds, 3 ounces. Now, it's Wisconsin's Michael Lenarduzzi and Douglas McDonough.
They've got a 5-fish limit in the box, and they need 8 pounds, 4 ounces to take the lead in the Cabela's World Walleye Championship. 13 pounds, 8 ounces for a total of 47.7 are new leaders.
Finally, up to the stage walks Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes. This team has led since the beginning. The crowd watches as their bag hits the scales.
They need 12 pounds, 10 ounces to win the Cabela's World Walleye Championship. 17 pounds, 15 ounces are winners with 52 pounds, 15 ounces.
Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes are champions. The final standings look like this, with Tommy Scarless and Jeff Lahr placing 3rd. Michael Lenarduzzi and Douglas McDonough wrap up 2nd place. And then, Randall Gaines and Mike Rhodes are Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit World Walleye Champions, with their 3-day total of 52 pounds, 12 ounces.
I can't wait till next year. We probably won't start out until we get back to the Detroit River, but that's a lot of fun down there, big fish, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Donning Wisconsin cheddar hats, these teammates finally get to take a breath and enjoy their championship.
A lot of emotions right now. It's like I said up on the stage, this is something that I've dreamt of since for a lot of years. And to finally be here and to conquer this lifelong goal for me is just, it's overwhelming. It makes an intelligent man get a little bit silly, I think. It's just incredible feeling.
If you're interested in fishing the Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit, our schedule is on the website. We will have 7 qualifiers next year, again, as we did this season. So www.masterswalleyeCircuit.com.
Thanks for watching Cabela's Masters Walleye Circuit. We'll see you next time on Federation Angler TV.